class. Welcome to lesson chapter 2, 3AA, simplifying using the distributive property. Make sure you are doing this lesson after lesson 2, 3A. We are going to be using the distributive property, which we learned at the end of chapter 1. My first process is to distribute 2 to the x. 2 times x, remember that distribution is multiplication, and distribute 2 to the 5 and get 10. I still have to copy my other term, 7x. Now, working with like terms, like we did with chapter 2, 3a, means I'm going to take this 7x and this 2x and add them together, 9x. And I still have the minus 10. In B, I will distribute 4 by multiplying 4 times 2z. That will be 8z. And then multiply 4 times 1. That's 4. And I have this minus 3z. Might not hurt to think of this as adding the opposite, so a negative 3. Now, 8 plus negative 3 is 5 times z, and I have plus 4. If you would like to try the next couple on your own, hit pause, and then I'll go over them. In the distributing process, I will have 4x minus 12 plus my 2x. 4x plus 2x is 6x and minus 12. 7n plus 21 minus 3n. Add the opposite if that helps you. And I will have 4n plus 21. In E, we're going to get a little bit more complicated because now we have more than one like term. We're going to have the w terms and we're going to have the constants. Negative 4w. I would actually change this to add negative 3. Now I do the distribution, 2w plus 2. When I do my addition, I'll have negative 2w, since negative 4 plus negative 2, or plus positive 2, is negative 2. Now negative 3 plus 2 is going to be negative 1. Remember that I don't leave that as add a negative. I will have negative 2w minus 1. F is not unlike what we've done earlier, so you probably can do that without me showing you, but I'll do it for you. 3h plus negative 15. What I have to do here, though, is simplify that plus a negative. So I'm going to have negative 3h minus 15. You can try G for yourself, and then I'll show you how to work it. 3p plus 5 times p plus 20 plus 5. 8p plus 25. How did you do? Did you get it right? H, I, and J are very similar to one another, but they're done the very same way we've done up until now, except you have 2 distributions to do before you can simplify. 10 plus 5r plus 40 plus 2r plus 2p plus 4p. Remember that we go in alphabetical order. So I'm going to deal with these 2p plus the 4p. That will be 6p. Then I'm going to work with the r's. So 5r plus 2r is 7r. And the last thing I work with are my whole numbers, or my constants, which would give me plus 50. If you'd like to try I and J on your own, hit pause. in I, we have 4b plus 4 plus. Now, you got to remember there's that negative 1 there. So that means I have negative 6b plus 12. Remember the 12 is positive, so the 6 rather is positive, so that's why 12 isn't going to be negative. I'm taking positive 6 times positive 2. Now I'll need to simplify. Negative 2b plus 16. Again, I'm going to do my distribution. 5x plus 5w plus w plus 4w plus 8. With this w here in the middle, remember there's an unwritten 1 there. So 5 plus 1 is 6 plus 4 makes 10. So I will have 10w. And I will have 5x and my plus 8. And that concludes lesson 2-3AA on simplifying using the distributive property.